Hello everyone. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please give it a like and share. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me out, because if you don't,
you're gonna have a terrible new year.
I can feel the chills running down my body as I stood there in horror. I knew for a fact when I examined the guy's body, he was dead. But now he was sitting up, looking at me. But something was wrong. His eyes were black. This was not normal. Something sinister was at play here. My name is Amy, and I worked as a forensic pathologist for 15 years. I still do work as one today, and I love my job. It's something that I dream of doing, and it's something that I feel like it's a passion for me. But would you believe there was a time where I almost thought about quitting and never doing this job ever again? It's all because something weird had happened, something unexplainable that freaked me out. It made me scared to be around dead bodies. This happened back in 2012. I was just 2 years into my position and I was loving it. I was making good money. It was something I loved doing. On this particular day, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was in the month of August in 2012. I was examining a body. He was a John Doe. He had no identification, and he seemed to die under weird circumstances. There was a weird bite mark on his neck. I don't know where it came from. No animal that I try to look up matches that bite mark. It was strange. It certainly didn't come from a human being. As I was continuing to examine his body, I had to turn around and grab some paper. That's when I heard something moving. I turned around rapidly, but I didn't see anything. Nothing looked out of the ordinary. I turned back around and I would continue to search through something in the file cabinet, and that's when I heard the noise again. But then I heard something else that made me want to jump out my skin. It sounded like someone moaning. It was hard for me to tell. I slowly turned my head around, seeing what it was, and as I was turning my head around, I can see through my peripheral vision that body, he was sitting up. I turned around, and what I saw just scared the fuck out of me, and I almost wanted to quit my job right there. The man, John Doe, was sitting up with his eyes closed still, but he was moving his head back and forth. It looked scary. And then he opened his eyes, and his eyes, they were all black. He turned towards me, and he let out this animal-like growl. Then he took the cover off that was on his body. He jumped down from the exam table, and he started walking rapidly towards me. I couldn't help it, and I screamed. As the man made his way towards me, I can see black liquid coming out of his side of his mouth. I was figuring out what should I do, how should I defend myself. That's when the door opened up from the exam room, and 6 men in black came and managed to subdue the body, and one of them injected something into John Doe, and then he passed out, and then they carried his body off. I was confused, and I asked him, "Wait, hold on, you can't just take the body. Who gave you the authority to come in here?" I demanded. But then one of the men in black walked towards me. "Listen here, Amy. I'm gonna need you to keep quiet about what happened here. If you don't, there's gonna be some serious consequences." "You saw nothing," the man said to me in a very stern tone. He wasn't yelling, but I could tell in his tone that he meant business. And so I never said anything about it until now. You're probably wondering, why am I talking about it? Well, it's because I'm most likely am gonna die anyway. I have cancer, and it's been eating away at me, and it's been harder and harder for me to get up and move every day. I'm on death's door. I'm still working at my job, but I don't think I'm gonna be working there that long. So even if these guys do come back and do something to me, what's the use? I'm already getting ready to die. But with that being said, I don't know what it was I saw. I don't know what happened to that man. And I don't know what they done to that man at all. For all I know is something was not right. Something was very wrong.